Okay, let's see if I remember how to do this. Hey friends, welcome back to Walt Christie World, where I talk about all things Disney pins, Disney merch, whatever else Disney I can think of, or in my case for the last several months, nothing. I just haven't had anything to film, but now I've just gotten back from a trip, so I have a few things that I picked up while I was there that I would like to show you. Okay, so obviously if you're a subscriber, you might have noticed that I haven't posted a video. I don't know if people actually notice that kind of thing. Sometimes I don't notice that somebody hasn't posted a video until they actually post a video and say, hey, I've been gone for a while. So maybe you haven't noticed, and that's fine too. Just haven't really been buying anything. I don't know if I mentioned this on the channel before. I kind of stopped filming, but I quit my job. I had a full-time job as a photographer and social media coordinator, and I stopped at the end of February. Nothing major. Like I just wanted to try freelancing full-time for a while, or somewhat full-time, and staying home with my daughter. So she's 3 and she stays home 2 to 3 days a week with me, and then I do my freelance work the other days. She goes to school 2 days, and then sometimes she goes to my mother-in-law's 1 day. So it's been really fun. It's just so happens that the 2 days that she is home are days that like we have story time at the library. Fridays we like to go to the park, or I've taken her to the zoo. And there's also story time at the library on Fridays, but we don't go to that very often. We usually go on another day. But yeah, it's just been really fun to like do stuff with her as she's at this fun age. So anyway, so that's life update. Now let's get into the merch, which is probably why you're here. We went May 10th through 14th. So we were in the parks the 11th, 12th, and 13th. We just did 3 park days. Did not get her park hopper, so we were just in 1 park per day. Except in the evenings after we put her to bed, one of us would go out and do something else. So both times my husband, actually one of the nights he went before we even put her to bed and then came back. He just went into Epcot, got a couple of snacks, and then came back. I spent a lot more time outside of the room. I feel like I have something on my chin. Maybe that's on my camera. Anyway, sorry. Out of practice. So I went to Magic Kingdom the first night because it was extra magic hour, or extra extended hours, until 1 a.m. Did not make it that long, but I did manage to stay for about an hour and a half of the extended hours where it's supposed to be less waits. So the longest I waited was like 30 minutes for Seven Dwarfs, but I knew I wasn't going to ride that otherwise because I wasn't going to pay for the lightning lane since my daughter can't ride it. So it was fun to like ride all the rides that I knew I wouldn't be riding with her. So I did that my first solo night, and then the second solo night I went to Epcot first and then Magic Kingdom with Kelly from Young at the Parks. We had a lot of fun. We really didn't do that much, but it was just fun to like hang out and catch up and chat. This is the second time we've gotten to hang out in person, and it was just fun. So glad we had the opportunity to do that. And I said I was going to get to the merch like 10 minutes ago, but now I'm actually going to get to the merch. So first I will show you what I bought for myself. This is the only thing I bought for myself. I wanted to buy 1 pen and 1 pen only, and I went with this Donald Duck pen. So this is the Floating Down Main Street USA collection, and I'm not even really sure what all the characters are. I didn't want the whole collection, but I do love the Donald Duck one. It's a limited edition. I'm assuming this is the monthly, or one of the monthly pins for this year. Since I've been kind of on a spending hiatus since quitting my job, I haven't really kept up with pins and what's releasing that much. But I've seen some of the others from this set, and they're so cute. So it has some clear elements here where the balloon, like between the balloon and the basket, which is kind of cool. I always like when there's little details like that that make the pin stand out. So yeah, there's Donald, and he was $19.99. But I had annual pass discount, so I think that was like $4 off. So not too bad. And I also, my sweet coworkers when I left gave me gift cards, and we used the gift cards that they gave me for like most of our snacks and things, and then I think I only ended up actually paying like $3 for that pen because I had some left on the gift cards. And then I also had rewards points that I used. So we did really well on our spending this trip because we did eat a lot at Flower and Garden Festival. That is like the reason we go. So we did not limit ourselves on that. We just used our gift cards, but we did really well and didn't spend a ton. But I only got one souvenir each, and I'm just realizing that I don't have my daughter's souvenir. It is in the car because she takes it with her to school and leaves it in the car so she can have it when she gets back. But I will tell you, and how about I'll just throw a picture up right here. It is the Ariel Blanket Buddy. I don't know what they're officially called. She has Rapunzel, Jasmine, and now she has Ariel. That's what she picked out. We don't go in a lot of stores with her just because it's a pain to like get her out of the stroller and take her inside. So we don't have the problem of her being like, I want that, I want that, I want that. There were a few times where she would see stuff and be like, oh, I want that. And I just have to tell her like, well, tell Santa Claus, maybe he'll bring it. Which I feel bad, but like one of the things she picked out was this set of dolls, which was really cute. It was at the Riviera. We went and just like explored the resort a little bit one night. But we had like no room in our suitcase. So I was like, there's no way this box of dolls is going to fit in our suitcase. Even though I'd take them out of the box and just put the dolls in, and then they would get all messed up. So we just, thankfully she waited till the very last day and that's what she picked. And she sleeps with it every night. So it has replaced Rapunzel as her like main sleeping stuffed animal. So while I was at Epcot with Kelly that last night, I picked a shirt out for Rhett. I think love language, or my love language must be gifts, because I always like buy him things when we're out, or like when I'm out without him. Anyway, so I saw this shirt and thought, oh, this looks like him. Like he would wear it because it's kind of simple. Actually, he wears a lot of like really wild stuff, so he would, it's not just because it's simple, but it's just a white shirt with the like Spaceship Earth pattern all over it. It has the Epcot logo on the sleeve. It's a very thick t-shirt, and I got him a large. He can wear a medium sometimes. This looks like it might be a little big, but one time we bought shirts from the festival, oh my gosh, Food and Wine Festival. It was like one of the anniversaries, 20th or something, and after we washed them they shrunk, so mine didn't fit anymore, and thankfully I could wear his because he had a large. So maybe I should have gotten an extra large. I don't know. Most shirts don't shrink, but we have had that problem before. So I thought, well, I'll go with large just in case. But I think it looks like it'll fit him pretty well. And it was, I'm telling you what, the clothes, I know I sound like an old person, but the clothes, pretty much everything, like way too expensive. I cannot justify spending what Disney is asking for most of their stuff. Like I just can't do it. Thankfully I have the annual pass discount. That helps a little. This was $37 for a t-shirt. I hand make mine in my shop and they're only $22. Like, why is this $37? I don't understand. Anyway, so, but had the discount, so it wasn't quite that much, and I had gift cards. But anyway, so that's what I got for him. He loves it. He was very pleased and excited when I showed it to him. Okay, so that covers all three of our personal souvenirs. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. At the Citrus Blossom booth, they had these little Orange Bird golden books on display. It was only $6. Like, how cute is that? I can't tell if it's focused. I think it is. So it's just a little golden book about the orange bird and his origin. It's actually really stupid, the story. I read through it and I was like, this is not very good. But it's cute, and I'll probably put it in my little, on my shelf here. Okay, so actually I'm going to show you this too before I go to the last souvenir. This was a Happy Meal toy that we got in the airport on the way back. Our daughter is a big chicken nugget fan, so we got McDonald's before we left the airport. So we got the Daisy Duck. I'm guessing this is a Soarin' vehicle, Soarin' over Epcot. I would love to have all of those, but I don't eat McDonald's that often. We do eat it fairly often, but not that often. I'm sure those toys will be gone in a month or less. So anyway, but it was a nice surprise. I didn't know they had Disney toys out. Okay, so our last souvenir that we got that I had to, like, my husband did not want to do because he's a killjoy. But we stopped and got a silhouette. So we did one last May when she was 2. We didn't get the one when she was 1 year old because that is the trip we had to cancel because of COVID. That would have been 2020 in March. So we got 2-year-old and now this is 3-year-old. It's a pretty decent representation. I mean, the last one wasn't really that great either. Like as far as just actual really looking like her face. But I mean, it's a cutout that they do in 5 seconds. So it's close enough. But it's got her little wavy hair and her bow. So I thought, you know, it'd be nice to have one for each time that we take her. Obviously, I didn't get one the first time we took her when she was 2 months old because that was just a wild trip. And I did not have my brain. It was gone. I left it here. So, but now we have a couple and we'll just keep adding to it. I don't think we're going to go back until October of next year, which is killing me because every trip we've taken since the pandemic, I've been like, I just am not feeling it. Like it's not fun anymore. Everything's so expensive, blah, blah, blah. I hated wearing the masks. And I am not an anti-masker at all. Like I fully was on board with wearing masks the whole time. Probably we should still be wearing them, but I don't like wearing them. And I don't like making my kid wear them because it's just a pain. I mean, you cannot deny that it's a pain. It is a pain taking it on and off. Like it's just annoying. So this trip without having to wear masks, I know we should have been probably. It was just so much better. And like my daughter was a lot more like, I don't know the word, patient. Like she was okay waiting in line. She didn't whine the whole time. Even in January when we went, she was very whiny when we were waiting. So, and she did so good this trip. I don't know what it was. Like she just was in a much cheerier mood. She's a pretty chill kid anyway. But Disney World is overwhelming and it's very stimulating and she doesn't get that much stimulation at home. So it's always been a little bit like overwhelming for her and she's just done early. But she did so great this trip. So now I'm like, dang, now we're waiting 1.5 years to go again and I want to go back like right now. I knew this would happen. After every other trip, the last 2 years I've been like, I'm okay, like taking a break. But our passes expire in a few days. So, and we definitely do not have the money to renew them right now. So it's a moot point. A cow's opinion. Anyway, so yeah, we're just gonna probably go back in 1.5 years and I don't know if we win the lottery that we don't play or some random person just decides to give us thousands of dollars, then we probably still wouldn't use it on annual passes. We might, I don't know. It's funny, I've been dreaming about a DVC contract, even though I've never thought that would be a good investment for us, but it sure would be cool. Anyway, how many times am I going to say anyway? Okay, I'm going to go. Maybe you'll see me soon, maybe you won't. But if you want to follow me on Instagram, I still post over there quite a bit because I like to post all my old pictures. And I'll start posting more from this past trip on there. And I try to get on stories every now and then and talk. I just don't know what to talk about. Like, what do people care about? I don't care about what I have to say. But anyway, oh my gosh. I'm going to start like paying, I don't know, putting money in my savings account every time I say anyway on a video. Okay, well, I'm going to go and stop rambling because I have work to do before I go pick up my daughter from daycare. This is my work day and YouTube technically today is work. So we're going to stop and we're going to go do some more work and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.